It's crunch time here on The Jump. Houston Rockets guard Kevin Porter Jr. revealed that he would be the starting point guard with John Wall sitting out. He also said his goal is to average 10 assists per game this season. Brian, what are your realistic expectations for the Rockets?
Lots and lots and lots of losing. They are geared to lose. They're one of the youngest teams in NBA history, and one of the ways you guarantee losing in the NBA is by having a young backcourt, and they have the youngest.
Look, they're set up to where you want to just find one or two or three young players to build your core around. They're really excited they got Jalen Green. Brian's right. They're going to lose a lot of games. You just hope that doesn't change the culture going forward. But if you can find two or three guys that you feel you can build a team around, that's season's a success.
Moving on, Lakers guard Malik Monk led the team in scoring with 15 points last night. He was asked about his new nickname. Let's take a listen.
Malik, Dwight told us yesterday that your new nickname is the microwave. How do you feel about that one? And do you feel like that sums up your game?
They call me that, so I'll take the nickname. I don't give myself nicknames. But yeah, I think it fits well. I think it fits well. Perfect.
His teammate Anthony Davis also said, "We're still surprised we got him, to be honest." Ramona, how much of an impact do you think Malik will have this season?
I mean, Vinny Jones would like a word. That nickname has been used. But I like it. That's exactly what Malik Monk's going to give them. If he's on, he's going to be a great player for them. He was on last night, or yesterday during the day. It was a 12:30 start. But yeah, I'm surprised that he was available for them and at the price they got him for. But that's why you sign that one-year deal. So you play for a team that's looking for a championship and hope you make a big impact.
Yeah, look, he was a lottery pick in Charlotte and had high expectations. Now he's a bench player, so the expectations are completely different. And he's going to have games where he plays great. I mean, he had moments in Charlotte where it was like, wow, this guy is going to be a star. But those were not that common. So, look, with what they're paying him, if he comes off the bench and has 15 games like that during the regular season, helps the Lakers win 4 or 5 games this way, he will have served his role. And as long as you keep your expectations to that, you'll be happy. If you expect that every night, like the Hornets were when they drafted him so highly, you're probably going to be let down.
If you look back at his career, there are certain games that he had against certain teams that he killed them. Ask Eric Spoelstra how good Malik Monk is. He felt like every time he played against them, it was a 30-point game. But to your point, not as consistent, but that isn't necessarily the role here. Like, if he gets them 31 night, that's exactly what they asked for. They don't need it consistently like when he was a lottery pick in Charlotte. All right, in an interview with SiriusXM Radio, New Orleans Pelicans star Zion Williamson said he's done missing the playoffs. The Pelicans have missed the postseason in Zion's first 2 seasons, and now he has his third new head coach in as many seasons. Zion did, however, make his first All-Star team, averaging career highs in points, rebounds, assists, and field goal percentage. So Ramona, when missing the playoffs for a 3rd straight season, hurt Zion's potential rookie max extension set for this summer?
No.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
I think he's going to get it no matter what. It depends on how much he plays. The most I could see there being some lines in there saying if he has catastrophic injuries like we've seen in Michael Porter Jr.'s contract or Joel Embiid's rookie contract. But I think Zion has proven enough that he deserves the full max when he's eligible for it. But I do like that quote from him because he's talking about, I'm done missing the playoffs. It's not quite saying this is on me and putting the team and putting that pressure on himself, but it's almost there.
Well, I love Zion. I love his game. I think he's a dominating player. I think he's one of the greatest interior scorers I've ever seen. But he is not putting his best foot forward. Not to make a pun there because he's got a broken foot. If you want to see Zion Williamson, go find his highlights from when he was at Duke. He was, I wouldn't say a dominating defensive player, but he was a defensive playmaker at Duke. He has never been that player in the NBA. He has never had the same athleticism or drive defensively, and the way he gets exploited defensively holds the Pelicans back. I mean, everything he can do offensively, if he wants to be that kind of one-sided player, he'll still probably be a Hall of Famer. But if he wants to be a guy that leads teams into playoffs, leads playoff runs, he's got to go back to the type of player he was at Duke and, frankly, get into the condition he was at Duke. And if you don't believe me, it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't 10 years ago. It was 3 years ago. Go to YouTube and find the highlights that he had at Duke. You will be blown away. Your jaw will drop, especially if you're a Pelicans fan and have watched him the last 2 years.
Yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly. I mean, that's really any young player who wants to take that step. We were having this discussion about Jason Tatum the other day on this show about what he needs to do to take that next step. And I said guard the best player on the other side too, right? That's part of the equation. He's an amazing young talent, also from Duke, by the way. So I just think that needs to happen kind of across the board. All right, before we go, we want to wish congratulations to producer Steve and his wife Stephanie on the birth of their new baby boy, Ray. Congratulations.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.